It's gone international. The disdain for Arsenal has gone international. We're also talking and reviewing a crazy Haaland take on this video as well. As ever, we want your thoughts, feelings, opinions. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace as well. Of course, there you go. Look, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then put the bell notifications on as well. Very, very important indeed that you get that done. Plus your comments below. But let's jump straight into this and take a listen to this PSG fan ahead of the game against Arsenal.
Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain at the Emirates Stadium. First of all, should we talk about how bad Arsenal are?
Hindsight's crazy, but I'm not going to react too soon. How bad Arsenal are is what my man says.
Or how good Paris Saint-Germain are. You know what?
So I like that already because it's great watching this in retrospect, because in the build up to the game, most people were stating that PSG were better than Arsenal.
Let's start with the slander. Let's talk about Arsenal Football Club. One of the most overrated, they're one of the best teams in the world I've ever seen. Like, I remember Liverpool when they got extremely overhyped, like Trent, generational right back, and stuff about Van Dijk, best centre back of all Prem history and everything. But this Arsenal team definitely wins it.
I just want to say something, by the way. You know, when you start copying like other people's dialects or sort of slang or using terms that are considered cool, you end up making big mistakes. Just like the word gaslit is being used in the wrong context. So slander. Here comes the slander. Slander means you're making a false statement to damage somebody's reputation. So you saying you're going to slander Arsenal, you're literally telling us, I'm going to lie about how good they are to try and change people's minds.
I've never seen a more overrated team than this Arsenal team. I think they had like 3 or 4 players in the top 30 for Ballon d'Or. Straight up PR. Straight
PR, yeah. The French press. I don't know if this guy's French himself. I don't really care if he's French, but obviously he supports a French team. The French press overrating Arsenal players for PR for Arsenal. The French media doing up Arsenal PR.
Up PR. No ability, no performances at the highest level.
No ability in the Arsenal team. I'm going to let him keep going.
We have to stop caring about what happens in the Premier League.
Well, you seem to care a lot.
The Premier League is not a top quality league. I don't think any league is top quality anymore that we can take judgments off, because we've seen Arsenal in the Champions League and we've seen Arsenal in the Premier League. It's a totally different story.
We've seen PSG in the Champions League versus PSG in League A. We can all play that game.
If people want to make those kinds of memes about, Bayern in the Bundesliga and Bayern in UCL or PSG in Liga and...
Now, Bayern Munich have been brilliant in the UCL over the past 20 years. What's he talking about?
PSG and UCL or this. We can definitely do the same with Arsenal. The first thing with Arsenal, they have no UCL experience. This is the second time they're here since 2017. Yeah. Last season, just look at that form. Let's look at away first. All right. Away, they play Arsenal, they lost. They play Porto, they lost. They play Bayern, they lost. They play PSV, they drew. They've only won 1. Obviously, they drew against Atalanta this season as well. And even in the home games, they've looked extremely mid.
Mid.
It was only the Arsenal game at home where they smacked them up 6-1, where Arsenal have looked like a top side in Europe. I don't think Arsenal are a top 8 side in Europe. I don't think they're one of the 8 Champions League contenders going into this season.
I assume he thinks PSG are.
Because of lack of UCL experience, lack of a great manager. I mean, Arteta has to be, once again, one of the most overrated managers I've seen.
You now think about what Arteta just did to Luis Enrique and PSG in the game. And what's interesting is this is a preview for a game. And we get this a lot, and it's something I'm trying to make better on the full fan reaction shows, is trying to make at least the first half of the shows about the game, what happened in that match. This is meant to be a match preview about PSG playing at Arsenal at home. So far, it's just a way of, and some of what he's saying is true. They don't have pedigree of winning it, and this group are not experienced together. But what's that got to do with the game in itself?
I don't know what he's done to get the prop. To receive prop, you have to do something. Where's Arteta? What have the Arsenal players done? Oh, they've come second in the league. They've come second in the...
Why the anger? Like, why is there so much anger I used to think it was just rivals in England or people that didn't like Arteta. I had no idea that this Arsenal hate had gone international.
League. That doesn't matter. This Arsenal came second in the league when Leicester won it. They were still garbage, and they're still garbage now. I can't take Arsenal seriously. Arsenal, on one hand, they're a good side. They're a good side. They play collectively. They play exactly what Arteta wants them to do, even if it's tourism.
So they're rubbish or they're good? Don't know.
Football with 4 centre-backs and 3 DMs. Absolutely disgusting. Like, how can you call yourself
disgusting? Oh, he's so scared and hurt.
A big side, one of the best sides in Europe, when your main tactic is let's defend? That's Arsenal's main tactic. And then,
well, because Porto under Jose Mourinho and Inter Milan under Jose Mourinho were two of the best teams that Europe has ever seen. They legitimately are. If you look at what Porto were doing domestically and in Europe 2 seasons running, you look at what Inter Milan did when they were treble winners, they were highly pragmatic, if I'm being fair about this. Chelsea's probably greatest team in Premier League history, highly pragmatic. There's nothing wrong with pragmatism. Maybe if PSG were more pragmatic at times in the last 12 years, you'd have won a Champions League.
Inshallah, we get a corner call. Gabriel heads it in.
Look at his face. He's so angry. He's so angry. And this is before the game.
Disgusting football, disgusting team, disgusting players, disgusting fan base, and most of all, disgusting manager. And now Paris Saint-Germain, looking even better without the rat Kylian Mbappe. Just look at how Paris Saint-Germain are absolutely cooking. I know the game against Girona wasn't the best, but it wasn't like Girona gave us some trouble. They didn't even have a single shot on target, and we had like 5 big chances that we missed all of them. So I'm still very calm after that Girona result. Not the performance, especially in the second.
You don't look very calm. You look proper angry, bro. And by the way, big up this man's channel. Go and support it. Be nice, be humble, don't be horrible. This is still supporting the fan channel community, but this is hilarious.
Off was really great. We cut them open so many times, created so many chances. We just couldn't take our chances. Unlike Arsenal, who should have lost to Atalanta. You see the disparity. You see the difference. Obviously, Atalanta.
Look, there's more of that. Let's look at the goal reaction from this guy as well when Arsenal actually scored their first goal. Take a little look of the realization after he said what he did.
From that left side, they're cooking us.
Yes, they were. Well, cooking you everywhere, to be fair. Look at his face.
Oh, my.
That's a foul.
That's a foul, Donnarumma. No.
Oh,
no foul.
My days. Oh, my. How are we losing to the shit team, man?
Because they're better than you.
What the fuck?
Niggas can't fucking guard. Like that right hand side is a joke. Mix, man, just embarrassing.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
You know, Donna needs. Oh my god, I was about to say something fucked up. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say something on Donna. But this is ridiculous. That
realization of everything he said in the build-up coming back to bite him in the backside. And listen, that's why we love fan content, you know. And before anybody said, oh, it's Terry, you know, he's glazing Arsenal. Send me stuff in to do with other teams in this way, and we'll do exactly the same thing because it's part of the fan channel community. But this man proving again, Arsenal's hatred, the Arsenal fear has gone international. Now,
do you think that Erling Haaland is the best striker?
I didn't mean to play this straight away. I want to go back to the beginning. Now, so people can put their Arsenal agendas down. Take a listen to this about Erling Haaland on the overlap from Rory Jennings. Just take a little listen here.
Do you think that Erling Haaland is the best striker that the Premier League has ever had? Because I don't think he's anywhere near it.
Like I said a minute ago, I think it's too early to say. I don't think you can say he's nowhere near it though, just because of the fact he scored 103 games. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the output, no doubt. But
so what you're saying, it's got to be over a period of time.
I mean, the criticism I think that Haaland gets, and we maybe mention a little bit when we talk about, I think there's a difference between a great goal scorer and a great player.
That I agree with. I don't think he's as great a player as Thierry Henry or Wayne Rooney in terms of overall football. But as a finisher, as a goal scorer, he is by far the best the Premier League has seen. Now, if he falls off the edge of a cliff this weekend, and in the next 100 games only scores 4 goals, then we can reassess that. But 100 goals in 103 games, plus what he's done in the Champions League, coupled together with what he's won, of course he is.
And I would class Thierry Henry as a great player, even though he still scored lots of goals, because he's done a lot. Whereas Haaland just feels like he's a goal scorer. Is that what you're talking about?
I think that Michael Owen, for example, was a better goal scorer.
Stop. Rory, I like Rory Jennings. I genuinely do. He's not a better goal scorer. Michael Owen was an amazing football player. His ability to find space, his ability to time his runs, his finishing prowess, especially, and in that 3 or 4 year period when he first broke through, he was unplayable. Won a Ballon d'Or, one of the best in the world, up there with any other striker. There's no doubt about it. But Haaland has come in and smashed every single record this man ever had at that point.
Than Erling Haaland. He didn't score the amount of goals. He didn't score that volume. He doesn't have that back catalogue.
Then he's not better, is he? How can he be better if he hasn't scored? How can he be a better goal scorer if Haaland has scored more goals? And it's not going tap-ins. Michael Owen, a lot of his goals were one-on-ones. But let's not disrespect, both of them were amazing at finding space, amazing at losing their marker, amazing at being in the right place at the right time. Haaland is just on a different planet.
Is that a better goal scorer than
No, but you can. His
numbers are worse.
But isn't it? It's got to be more complex than whoever scores the most is the best. Otherwise, it's not even a conversation.
Well, that's what I'm
No, it doesn't. Goal score. I can hear the argument for finishing, like someone who strikes the ball better, maybe. But in my general opinion, finishing and goal scoring, the person who is scoring the most is the better goal scorer. The person who converts the most amount of chances compared to an opponent is a better finisher and goal scorer. Yes, one's technique might look better. There might be slightly more variation in one person's play. But in the cold, hard light of day, if they both get 10 chances and one of them scoring 8 and the other one is scoring 6, the one scoring 8 is a better goal scorer. Or I could be wrong, people. And I hate defending City players. I hate defending players of my biggest 2 rivals in City and Liverpool. But I feel so regularly I have to do this about Erling Haaland and Mo Salah. I don't understand. Again, this is what I would call slander. Back to the beginning of the video. This is a false statement. This is a false narrative. This is, for me, this is utter disrespect to one of the greatest individuals we've ever had the privilege of joining the Premier League. And we are trying to tear him down. It is ridiculous. And listen, his brilliance doesn't undo the legacies of Rooney's, Aguero's, Henry's, Michael Owen's, Shearer's, Drogba's. It doesn't undo their legacy. It doesn't get rid of anything great they've done in the past. But as a goal scorer, I don't think anybody thus far, holds a torch to this man. You may disagree with me. Don't just say it's nonsense. Don't just say it's waffle. Explain why. Give a reason. Make an argument at the very least. Look, everyone who's tuned in, I want to say a big thank you to each and every single one of you. Please make sure you smash the like button, as we've asked you to do before. It's really important to us that you get that done. On top of that, click the subscribe button, which is just there, and the bell notification. That bell notification button, that bit right there, I'm going to pause it. That there is key so you don't miss content when we push it out. Until next time, everybody, take care, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you all again soon.